rise in prices. Well, joining the company now is Representative Kevin Brady. He's a Republican, and he's from Texas. Congressman, I would have thought you'd have been happy to see oil at $100 a barrel because you're from Texas.
Well, no, we're not. We actually think price certainty closer to 80 would probably be best for the economy and still drive the energy manufacturing sector. But here's our frustration. These prices aren't just about global demand. They're pricing in the risk of the Middle East, but also this march from energy from stable countries like America to unstable countries like Libya. And I think the administration's continued this march, locking off the East Coast, the West Coast, the Eastern Gulf of Mexico, Alaska. And I can tell you yesterday I was astounded to hear the Interior Secretary talk about the robust Gulf of Mexico permitting process when today, but not only are they laying off workers in my neighborhood because of the moratorium, but over the past year, they've issued the equivalent of 1 month's worth of permits. But, so you know, we have a lot of energy manufacturing being lost.
But I can go back 3 years, all the way back to the campaign of 2008, and before then, drill, baby, drill. I mean, there's been a clamor to get out there and drill and get the oil which is ours, which we know is there, which we can't drill for in the Gulf. But all this pressure, Congressman, goes nowhere. Nothing ever happens. Now, how can you explain that?
Well, we've had a recent Congress that saw energy jobs in oil and natural gas as expendable and put up a lot of barriers, launched investigations, anything but encouragement.
But you run the House.
Really,
you're a Republican. You run the House of Representatives now. Can't you do anything about this?
Yeah, absolutely we can. I think you're going to see an increased effort to try to open up these areas to stop the EPA from shutting down so much of our potential oil and gas exploration and pipelines going forward. I think you're going to see a lot of pressure on new permits, especially wells that have been drilled safely. They just need to resume and get the rigs back.
I want to talk to you about pipelines. I understand the administration is dragging its feet on allowing a pipeline to be built to get Canada's oil down to the continental United States, 48 states. They're dragging their feet on that pipeline. What are you going to do about that?
Well, we're hoping we can shine a light on this foot dragging, that we can accelerate those permits. Even the State Department's weighed in on the need for this pipeline, but we're seeing a lot of roadblocks coming from the EPA and the rest of the administration. This is a jobs issue and a supply issue, and if we're going to continue to rely on the Libyas of the world, we're going to see higher prices.
Okay. Congressman Kevin Brady, Republican, Texas. We applaud your effort. We'll love to see some drilling.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thanks very much, sir. Appreciate it.